This is Make and Watch. I'm Tommy Skaggs. I'm really excited about this video today because we're going to go behind the scenes of the 1 minute film that we did for the Wait a Minute Film Festival called Tiki Trouble in Space. Now, a lot of people have watched it and they've laughed and thought it was, pretty funny. And, that's what we were going for. We were going for something that, was enjoyable. But there was one thing that people keep asking us is, how did you do that special effect where Katie goes through the mug? And so in this video, Jason's going to outline how he kind of came up with this concept and then how we went just from drawing it out at a bar to actually doing it in real life. So Jason, please take it away.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Sipe and I'm going to walk you through one of the practical effects in my movie Tiki Trouble in Space. Let's get to it. The effect for this movie is actually pretty straightforward. We took the inspiration for this effect directly from the original Nightmare on Elm Street. At the end of that movie, there is a scene where the mother figure is standing outside their front door and she's waving goodbye to her daughter, and the door, very important, has like a little window peephole thing in it. And then as the daughter drives away, Freddy Krueger appears in that little peephole and ends up pulling the mother figure through that peephole. And it's a very violently aggressive yanking motion. The effect is very straightforward. They have the real actress in this shot, and as it cuts, that actress is replaced with an inflatable blow-up doll to be pulled through that aperture. So we took the same effect, but we just turned it on its side. So in our movie, we had our actress interacting with a cylindrical object, and we needed her to go from the top of the object down through the bottom as opposed to one side through to the other. So to pull this off, we did the same trick. We used a real actress to interact with the object, cut away, and as we cut back to her, we had an inflatable doll that we partially inflated and opened the valves. So as we pulled her through this cylindrical aperture, she would deflate and she would fit through the object. We also dressed up our inflatable doll in the same costume our real-life actress was wearing, and we outfitted the doll with hair extensions to mimic our actress's hair as well. To give you another idea of how this effect practically works, I've mocked up the actual design just using some chairs. This is the actual cylinder we used in the film. It's just like a massaging foam roller, but it's got a nice wide opening. This is the same inflatable actress we used. I've just dressed her up a little bit so it's not so crude for this explanation. But all we did was we began the scene by feeding the head and one of the arms through this opening and opened the valves in the back of the doll so the air would flow out as we pulled her through this opening. So Tommy was actually underneath here, and when we started shooting, he pulled on the arm and the head, which caused the rest of the doll to flow through the aperture, and her legs kicked up in the air in a really, really cool and actually organic way, as organic as can be anyway. And that was the whole effect. We experimented a couple of times with how much to keep the doll inflated, whether or not to have the valves open, and after some experimentation we figured it out, and we actually ended up speeding up the footage a little bit as well, just to help sell the effect. But that, in a nutshell, is how we shot the Nightmare on Elm Street-esque effect in Tiki Trouble in Space. Thanks for watching.
All right, yeah, big thanks again to Jason Sipe for that. Great explanation, and it was really fun. So hopefully, Jason and I will be doing a couple more videos together. I know there's in the works for us to do a little mini movie coming up, but we'll see what that is. If you have any suggestions about what type of movie you want to see or what you want to see us to do next, pop us an email, makeandwatch@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment below. All right, well, hope you have a good day, and I hope you learned something.